Hi, I welcome you all to another video by Officer's Mind. Today we'll be taking a look at the barriers of effective communication. First, I'll take you through the obstacles in effective communication. The first one is playing judge. Now, do you often tell others how you think or how they should be? You believe that your own way of perceiving the world is the only correct way. Well, if you tend to do so, then you show your judging behavior, which is probably making the people to understand that you're not able to interpret their messages and you actually interpret them in your own ways by your own beliefs and experiences. You eventually feel you are the only one who's right. Well, you need to stop doing so. The second one is feeling the need to finish sentences for others. In a conversation, if you interrupt and practically finish the whole sentence instead of letting the other person do it, this makes people around you unwilling to continue the conversation. And it is going to be a matter of some days when they start disliking you because of this. This results in ending a lot of relationships because the listener fails to analyze the speaker. Well, you aren't a journalist who is interviewing a politician where you need to put words in his mouth so as to get the maximum out of him. Stop doing this. The third one is Uncle Good advice. Well, when you share your observation and give your advice to others, you feel like you can help them by doing so. Step back right now. Think for a moment how you would feel if someone constantly advises you. The only advice you should give to a person is when that particular area is your area of expertise. That too, you must just speak enough and not too much. The next one is the moralizer. Well, I'll quote certain sentences, and if you're saying this to people, then you are a moralizer. These sentences are: good and honest men don't act that way, or every intelligent man put in your place would have done this. If you're saying something like this, you can't just say this to people. Well, if you come up with sentences like, what do you think you are? One day I'll see you. You shall achieve nothing by saying these things. It is the most irritating and the least effective way of communication. So stop being a moralizer. The next one is being the talker, one who speaks too much. On one hand, it can be a feature of your openness, knowledge, or high intelligence. This expression isn't needed in everyday situation. You might lose your worth by saying a lot of words. People shall start avoiding you. People hate parrots, and this actually is a big obstacle in your communication. Well, the next one is people who don't let you speak. This is just opposite of being a talker. Well, in case you have a submissive personality, this behavior of yours in a relationship where you start feeling your opinion is no longer important and needed. In such cases, the speaker takes advantage of the submissive behavior and doesn't let you speak. If you feel bad during a conversation, well, stop then and there in the conversation. I'll quote example of a conversation to you. You're talking to somebody and you ask him, where did you get all this experience from? And the moment you ask him this, he starts from his early days of life, telling you all that happened in his life and all the training or all the things that he has been through, the kind of people he has met, and you are just listening to him. You're just listening to him. You need a way to stop listening to him because this was not the question that you asked. Well, there's a way to do it. You just need to come up with one short sentence. That's all you're trying to tell me, and then say something that you want to actually ask him. And he will lose the flow of his conversation, and then you will remind him what actually he asked for. The next word is comforting words. Well, nothing is wrong in comforting somebody with your wise words. It shows good intentions actually. But there are certain cliches like, don't worry, there'll be a new tomorrow. Or, others may have been in a worse situation than you are in. Actually, these kind of cliches have an opposite impact. They show low level of communication ability. Instead, you can say this to a person, I just want to know, I just want you to know that I'm there for you. And also, know that you can count on me any day. Well, people will be comforted by such words, but not by cliches. The last one is losing focus. It will be a massive blunder if you get distracted from the conversation. If you lose your focus on the speaker, you'll miss out on a lot of valuable information. This can happen in an interview as well, where the interviewer is asking you something, but your mind is somewhere else. You'll not be able to reciprocate to the question that has been asked, and you'll lose your track completely. This makes you actually more, this will not make you more likable, and your communication would be affected. Now, let us take some basic lessons to overcome these obstacles. The first one is do not judge others. Try to separate your own interpretations from what your interlocutor really said. By doing so, you'll stop judging the people and actually get to know what they want. Be a patient listener. There's no harm in listening to somebody. Well, you'll get the crux of the entire conversation if you start listening to people, and you'll leave a good impression on him by doing so. Stop advising. Well, instead of handing out advice all the time, pay attention and show readiness to find something interesting in your conversations. You need to show some faith in the speaker. Well, given a chance, you keep speaking on the basis of your own beliefs and experiences, and do not interpret the speaker continuously. You will have to show some faith in him and let him speak, and you should be on the listening side. You don't need to speak too much. You just need to speak what is required, when it is required, and in the manner in which it is required. Next one is speak what you feel is right and needs to be spoken. Gentlemen, there's one normal thing that you need to understand. That is, you will have to speak something that is required and when it is required. If you're listening to someone for a very long time, you should have the ability and the courage to stop him if you do not approve with him. The next one is stop saying cheesy cliches. Where I gave you some examples of certain comforting sentences that might look comforting, but they actually aren't. You need to stop using such cheesy language and show some interest and give some approval to the interlocutor as well. Focus in a conversation. Well, focus is very important, gentlemen, because if you focus in a particular conversation, be it an interview, be it a group discussion, or be it any forum where communication is taking place, you will get the maximum out of it, and that maximum you can utilize to communicate further. The last one is communicate face to face. By standing today in the era of internet, we have lost this particular basic lesson, that is face to face communication. We might do well on a telephonic conversation. We might be able to send good emails or good messages, but can we do the same thing or can we deliver the same thing face to face? Well, in today's era, I feel people are losing it. So go out there, communicate with people face to face so that you can build a lot of confidence and good communication skills. Let us come on to the last part of a video. I like to quote something by Winston Churchill. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. Well, he just meant that if you have to say something and it is required, you just need to get up and say it. But if there is someone speaking and the speaker really has good intentions and good knowledge, you should also sit down and listen to him instead of interrupting him. With this, I'd like to conclude my video. Gentlemen, it is a step-by-step process to build a personality. So just keep focusing on every video that I put up, and in no time, you'll become a good communicator. And when I start coming up with the leadership videos, definitely build a lot of leadership traits in you. Thank you for watching the video.